Hey everyone, welcome. So if you've ever found yourself spending way too much time just fighting with code to get a dataset into R, well, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're going to look at a feature that can totally change your workflow, and more importantly, let you get to the fun part, the actual analysis, so much faster.
Okay, so let's just start by talking about a problem that I think pretty much everyone who works with data knows all too well.
Seriously, just think about it for a second. Is it the fancy modeling? Is it making those beautiful visualizations? Maybe it's interpreting the results. You know, for a lot of us, the biggest struggle happens way before any of that cool stuff.
Yep, it's that very first step, that frustrating, sometimes confusing process of just loading your file into RStudio. You've got the wrong delimiters, you've got extra header rows you don't need, weird data types. It's this huge bottleneck that can just kill all your momentum before you even get started.
But what if there was a built-in tool right inside RStudio, designed to make this whole process almost effortless? Let me introduce you to the hero of our story today.
So this is the import dataset feature. And what makes it so great is that it's a point-and-click interface. It lets you see your data and make adjustments before it even hits your environment. It handles all that tricky stuff for you, and this is the best part, it even writes the RTOD for you in the background.
And finding it couldn't be easier. It's right there in your environment pane under that Import Dataset button. Or you can go up to the File menu and find it there too. Both clicks take you to the exact same amazing tool.
All right, first up, let's see how this works for the most common file types you're going to run into, good old text and CSV files. This thing gives you an unbelievable amount of control. It's all powered by the Reader package, which is fantastic. You can point it to a file on your computer or even a URL. You get a live preview, you can tell it to skip the first few rows of junk, you can change column types on the fly, and you can even pick and choose which columns you actually want to bring in. It's just so flexible.
And that URL feature, it's a game changer. Think about it. Instead of downloading a dataset, saving it somewhere, finding that file path, and then loading it, you can just find the link to a CSV online, like from a government open data site. Paste that link right into the importer, and boom, you're done.
Okay, now for the big one. Let's tackle the format that, let's be honest, probably gives us the most headaches, the messy Excel file.
We've all been there, right? You get a spreadsheet that was clearly made for a human to read, not a computer. It's got titles splashed across the top, empty rows for spacing, and numbers that are actually formatted as text. It's a nightmare. Let's fix it.
Okay, so take a look at this. We've got a title, summary report, some empty space. Our real column headers are buried a few rows down, and to make it worse, our numeric values are being read in as characters. Trying to fix this with code alone would be a real pain.
But with the importer, check out how simple this is. It's just a 3-step plan. Step 1, we tell it to skip the first 6 rows. Done. Step 2, we uncheck the first row as names box, because that's not our real header row. And step 3, we literally just click on the column types and change them from character to numeric. And you see all these changes happening in real time in the preview window.
And voila, look at the result. A perfect, clean, tidy data frame ready for analysis. The junk rows are gone, our numbers are actually numbers. This whole transformation took maybe 15 seconds of clicking, not 15 minutes of writing and debugging code. It's amazing.
But it's not just for text files in Excel. This tool is also built to work really well with data from other big statistical packages.
Now, this is a huge deal for anyone who works on a team. If your coworkers are using SPSS, SAS, or Stata, you know the routine, right? You have to ask them to export their work to a CSV every single time you need the data. With this tool, that whole dance is over. You can directly import their native files, like a .sav file from SPSS or a .dta file from Stata, and RStudio handles the conversion for you seamlessly. It's such a simple thing, but it removes a massive point of friction when you're collaborating.
So let's wrap this all up. What we've seen here is how one single, simple tool can completely tear down one of the most common walls in data analysis.
At the end of the day, it really just comes down to this. One tool, right there in RStudio, gives you clean, easy access to the 3 main families of data you're ever going to need: your text files, your Excel spreadsheets, and your statistical data formats.
And really, this is more than just a little convenience. It's a fundamental change. It takes a task that used to be heavy on code and prone to errors, and it turns it into a visual, intuitive process. It saves you time, it saves you frustration, and it lets you focus on what actually matters.
And that's the whole point, isn't it? When you're no longer fighting just to get your data in the door, this whole world of analysis just opens right up. So the only real question left is, what are you going to go discover with it? Thanks for tuning in.